Yes, 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 yes. What's up, everybody? What's good? It's your boy MD. I'm back. I am back with another episode of Made Different. This is the show that discusses a variety of subjects from a unique perspective, right? I'm back. It's been like 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I've been with y'all. We just got through with the verses, DMX versus Snoop. I was literally just in a groove. And then the internet kicked me, man. It's a CON conspiracy. You understand? CON conspiracy. Just in the groove, man. But so I'm here tonight. This is episode 30. Episode 30. Man, I've been going since January, man. I appreciate y'all sticking it out. The ones who've been here, I've been molding and crafting this little baby of mine, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's great. And I love the Made Different family, you know what I'm saying? And if you stick around to the end, I got some news for you. All right, so tonight's episode is about the Friendzone Conspiracy. The Friendzone Conspiracy. And so here's the thing. The Friendzone is its own conspiracy. The friend zone is its own conspiracy, because the friend zone is supposed to be this mystical place that people somehow find their way in and can't get out. The friend zone is no man's land. You don't want to be there. Nobody wants to be there. Women don't want to be there. Men don't want to be there. Nobody wants to be in the friend zone. So we're going to discuss the friend zone tonight. I'm going to discuss a lot of secrets about the friend zone you may or may not know. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to definitely give you my tried and true 100% success rate on how to get out the friend zone. You don't want to miss that tip. How to get out the friend zone. We're going to build up there. We're going to get there. All right. So what is the friend zone? The friend zone is a place, whether you're man or woman, and you are pursuing somebody, and the person you are pursuing, they don't like you. They're not attracted to you in any way. Well, I won't say that. They're not attracted into you into a sexual manner. So what that person will do is lead you along and lull you into a false sense of security, thinking that one day you might be able to get with them, knowing damn well they ain't got no intentions of getting with you. They don't want you. They ain't no way. They are not attracted. They don't want you. You repulse them in a sexual manner. You ain't getting it, player. You know what I'm saying? But they will make it seem like and manipulate you to the point to where it seems like you might be able to get with them. Woo! It's deep. The friend zone is deep there, fellas and ladies. Let me tell you, the friend zone is deep. Very deep. And I'm going to get into all that. The friend zone, here's one thing I'm getting into. You can't get in the friend zone just by having a friend that's either the opposite sex or just a friend. That you're not in the friend zone. You're just friends with somebody. The friend zone is a crazy place because you've pretty much compromised your self-worth in order to try to get with somebody who doesn't want you. Even though they're manipulating you the whole time for whatever reason, but they know in the back of their mind they don't like you like that. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So nobody wants to be there. Nobody wants to feel like they had their time wasted. Having your time wasted, we can't get time back. Time is a precious commodity. You can't get time back. Time is a precious commodity. So let me break down how people end up in the friend zone anyway. Because how do we get in the friend zone anyway? Like, how do you get there? And first of all, Do you think the friend zone exists? Do you think it exists? I mean, does it exist? Some people say there is no friend zone. I've heard that before. But I'll say friend zone is a softer word. You know what I'm saying? Friend zone is a smoother way of putting you are getting used. You know what I'm saying? That's what the friend zone is. The friend zone is all about getting used. So how do people get in this friend zone? First, let me tell you like this, because people in the friend zone, they're what we call simps. They're simping. They're doing whatever they need to do to try to get with so and so. Even though so and so has given signals showing that they don't want you. This people still do it. So I'm gonna break this down because the friend zone, it's not what you think. All right, and we have the ability to control what happens in this friend zone, but we don't want to do it. So how do people get there? All right, so the first big reason is because the person, like I said earlier, is not attracted to you. So when they're not attracted to you, you there's nothing that you can do per se to make them more attracted to you. Once they meet you and they're turned off, they're usually turned off for good. You know what I mean? Now, I'm speaking about from a guy's standard. Because women don't really get friend zoned. Let's just be honest. Women don't get friend zoned. I mean, even if the guy doesn't really find you sexually attractive, he still might fuck you. You know what I'm saying? He still might have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? So you're not, women are never really in the friend zone. All right. And that's just real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even matter. He may or may not like you, but he still might fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But with women, at least from this perspective, that don't happen. You just lost. So I'm gonna say women, if y'all in the friend zone, you put yourself there by thinking too hard because ain't no man gonna friend zone you. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It might be 1 out of 200 million. You know what I'm saying? That'll friend zone you. We don't do that. Guys don't friend zone women. You know what I'm saying? We just don't do it. You know it's true. Now I've heard women tell me I'm in the friend zone. It's like, nah, you ain't in the friend zone. He probably either just don't like you as a person, or because that'll turn us off. And even then, we still might sleep with you. So you're still not really in the friend zone. It's definitely hard for women to get in the friend zone. There is no friend zone for women. Cancel that thought. If a guy don't want to do it to you, he either trying to be faithful or he on some other shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But being in the friend zone, nah. And especially guys, we're not gonna try to manipulate you for your gain or whatever. You know what I mean? Just to try to get lunch or, I don't feel like paying for a meal. Let me call so and so, but then still not fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's not gonna happen. We just won't hang with you at all. We won't talk to you. Like there will be no friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Like either we cool or we not cool. But you know what I'm saying? There is no guy friend zoning a female. Like this just doesn't happen. So if she's not attracted to a man, that's how you get in the friend zone. But she'll know she's not attracted to him. And this man will still pursue in hopes that he can get with her, buying her things, doing things. I mean, I've seen dudes mowing lawns. I seen dudes painting. You know what I'm saying? Putting cribs together. You know what I'm saying? Paying for dinner. Bro, I was in the same space. Now, I wasn't cutting lawns or none of that shit. Wasn't cutting no lawns or none of that shit. But, I mean, come on, man. We've all been there before. As far as a man. And some of you ladies, I know you can relate because you probably been there with your dude. You know what I'm saying? Or a dude that you know. You probably in friend zone them. And you here thinking, trying to pretend like you didn't think he was in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? You out here, well, let me call. Like y'all women savage. Y'all got dudes' names as like free food in your phone. Like I've seen that before. You know what I'm saying? Or Cash App Man, like just craziness, man. It's like crazy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So you probably dealt with somebody like that before, and they still wanted to get with you. So let me call Jimmy, because I know Jimmy. He like me. He'll take me to get something to eat. I don't feel like sitting in the house right now. You know what? Maybe I could really talk to Jimmy, and then you go out with Jimmy, and you're like, ugh, this motherfucker. I don't like him. You know what I mean? But he's still out here, yes, ma'am, and being real childish acting. You know what I'm saying? Just being real gullible, and and you women just sprinkle a little magic on him. Boom, you sprinkle a little magic on him, and then he's left thinking, oh man. And then the more he asks you, well, do you like me? What's going on with us? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna happen between us. You know, time will tell. Like all these open-ended, ambiguous statements that have no meaning, but in the simp's mind, he like, oh, well, it could happen possibly one day if I just be nice enough, if I keep doing the right things, if I keep doing the right things, I can get with it. I'm sure of that. And look, I've had a woman come sleep in my bed butt ass naked, and not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like not do anything. Like I mean, and pretty much lay next to me, all that. But I mean, I couldn't do nothing. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I've seen it all. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's a long way to go to friend zone somebody. I still don't understand that shit. Like that's a long way to go. I'm not gonna be in the bed with somebody butt naked and then talking about, oh, you're not doing nothing. That's like I don't that still blew me to this day. Real talk, man. Real talk. Like that was probably one of the craziest things that's ever happened. I mean, butt naked. Butt naked. And didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's that carrot. I mean, the dangling the carrot in front of the horse. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. Like, Why would anybody think that? All right, down the road, I'm not gonna get it. They already been here naked. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the illest manipulation ever. You know what I'm saying? The illest ever. Like I was really blown by that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just crazy. And so, but these are the tactics that these ladies will use to put you in the friend zone. And I don't know if y'all got any tactics or whatever, but you can, if you're on live, just leave them in the comment, whatever. But that's crazy. So landing in the friend zone. All right, so they not attracted to you. That's the number one way. Number two way, you can be in the friend zone if you tried to date them and it didn't work out. Here's another way you kind of get in, because you try to date them, it didn't work out. Now you're left solo. You know what I'm saying? But you might still like them, but they're not feeling you. You know what I mean? So they demoted you back to just a friend level, but you still want to get with them. You know what I'm saying? So they demoted you back to a friend level. You still want to get with them, but it's not gonna happen no more. So now you're in the zone. Now you're in the zone because something you did, you fucked it up, and then now their attraction is went. And once that attraction goes, it's hard to get it back. I mean, sometimes you can get it back, but we'll talk. We will talk. It's amazing, like it's just the mental games that like these ladies play, and and a lot of ladies listen in to this, and you know what I mean. It's just amazing. Y'all are like masters of deception, for sure. Y'all is like masters of deception. I mean, y'all are just that good. I mean, butt naked, butt naked. Yo, like, oh my god. bro. And this was definitely back in my blue pill days. My blue pill days, my beta days. It was like the worst thing that could ever happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's terrible. Not the worst thing, but as far as like dating goes, it's awful. so so that's another way that you can land yourself in the friend zone. You were dating them, it didn't work out. You got demoted, but you still want them. Another way, third way, you were dating the friend of somebody that you now want to pursue. So you dating Janice, but Janice is Keisha's friend. So then you go later on down the road, you and Janice done split, but now you want to get with Keisha. She like, skirt, you in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they gonna hit you too. Skirt, you in the friend zone. That's how they gonna get you, cause they do this a lot, and he even give you the sound effect too. Skirt, they'll give it to you. All right, so now these these situations aren't uncommon. I mean, I've been plenty of these situations, and I've got female friends who tell me about these type of situations. Here's my thing: if 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 me and your girl don't work out, but you like me, I like you, why can't we talk to each other? Why can't we date? Because y'all was friends? No, this shit didn't work out. And especially if it was only like a couple times, it wasn't nothing real serious. Why can't me and you talk? If we both attracted to each other, we both like how each other's moving. Why can't we talk? Why are you now, just because your homegirl dated me and didn't like me, now all of a sudden I'm cut off? Why am I cut off? I don't understand. Why I gotta be cut off? Just because of that? But then also, because you like me, or could like me, now you're gonna tease me, but knowing damn well you ain't gonna give me none. And it don't necessarily mean sex, relationship, any type of romantic feelings, anything. You know what I mean? Kissing, whatever. Like it's insane. I don't even understand why people want to put themselves through all that. Cause you're wasting your own time doing all this extra, just being extra. You're now wasting your own time. I don't get it. So yeah, so I got some memes because I'm always talking about these memes. So so here's some memes to put the friend zone into perspective. All right. So I got one. Some people talk to you in their free time, and some free up their time to talk to you. Learn the difference. The ones that talk to you in their free time, you in the friend zone. Now, if they make it happen to where you get conversation, if they're, hey, I had a few minutes on break, I wanted to give you a call, check in, blah blah blah. That's somebody who's interested. That's somebody that's showing you the signals. Not this bullshit where you always chasing, 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 and they're not reciprocating. Which leads me to, hey you, stop blaming them for what you've been tolerating since day one. You chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing, and then you get mad at them later. No, don't get mad at them. That's on you. That's on you, and that's a lot to accept personal responsibility. But that's on you. It's on you. It's all on you at this point. You're the one that's been putting up with it. You're the one that's been dealing. Makes no sense, man. You're the one that's been dealing with this. It's all on you. Stop passing the buck. These are the risks involved in dating. Dating is all a risk. It's all a gamble. People will be like, "Well, I just don't want to get hurt," or I'm just being careful because, I mean, there's no way to date and then also be careful. You either got to put it out there or don't. But don't but don't try to act like it's, you're trying to slowly do something, or you know what I mean? Just don't do it. You can't be like, let's date, I'll let you take me these places, but then I'm also going to say I don't want to go forward because that's moving too fast, or I'm scared of getting hurt. That's bullshit. You lying. You lying. You are now manipulating that person. And I'm calling you out. Stop lying to these young men. Stop lying to these young women. Stop the bull, okay? Y'all already know what the deal is. Y'all already know what the deal is. I don't even gotta say it. Like, y'all already know what's going on. So look, it's definitely a Henny Wednesday, as you can see. If you're watching the live. Or if you're watching this on the video. You know what I'm saying? Henny Wednesday. So I love Henny Wednesdays, by the way. It's awesome. So, yeah, stop manipulating these people, all right? I mean, you can. Because I know men need to be on top of their game. And maybe if they keep getting manipulated, maybe they'll learn. Maybe. I'll be trying to pass out gems just because I've been in all these situations before. I've been in pretty much every relationship scenario you can think of. So I already know how it's going to go down. That's why I'm authorized to speak on the topic. So, what are some ways, because it would be very beneficial to know how the fuck to stay out the friend zone? It would be before you get in. But also, you need to figure out if you're in or if you're going to be in. Listen, when I've trial and error, you know what I'm saying? Once I figured out how to determine whether I was in the friend zone already or not, saved me hella time. Saved me hella frustration. Hella time, hella frustration. It saved me hella time, hella frustration. Where my bottle at, man? Henny Wednesday. Saved me so much time. Let me tell y'all. And, man, before, when I was like simping around and like blue pilling around, not to say that blue pill is bad, but still, when I was walking around basically without awareness, shit, life was like difficult, man. Like, especially dating. Dating was so difficult. Because I had to put up with a whole bunch of shit that I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? And I thought I did fairly well, you know what I'm saying? As far as like ladies concerned. I like I said, I've dated a bunch, you know what I'm saying? So I know about it, but I've also I've shot a lot of attempts, you know what I'm saying? So the failed attempts is where I got all the game from. Because I used to be like, yo, like I'm in the friend zone. Like, the times that kept happening, I'm like, yo, how did this happen? Especially after she got in my bed butt naked. I'm like, hold up, yo, like, how did this happen to me? How did this happen? How did I let this happen? It's pitiful, man. So I had to figure out. I had to determine. I had to come up. I had to do something. I had to come up with some way to stay out of the friend zone, or at least to figure out I'm in there. Because at least if I know I'm in there, then I know better than what to do. You know what I'm saying? I know how to maneuver. But the thing about the friend zone is like, you can't escape the friend zone necessarily, but except I'm gonna give you the way later. But the friend zone is like an invisible shield around you. You know what I'm saying? The friend zone is like an invisible shield. You don't even know it's there. Unless somehow, something happens to the shield or whatever, then you're like, oh shit, wait. I'm behind the wall. Like, because you won't know. You know what I'm saying? The maneuvers in the friend zone are so slick by the other party, you don't even really know. Now sometimes it's blatant and you do know. Because here's another thing women will do. They'll tell you up front, look, I don't want anything with you. We good. I just, let's just be friends. Now, they'll say this up front, so then later on they could be like, I told you up front. That's all. They need to do that every time. I told you up front that I didn't want to. Yeah, but now, because I've been on this side too. Now, yeah, you told me up front, but then you coming over here and got in my bed butt naked. Okay, so telling me up front and then trying to use that as an excuse later is bullshit. Don't be trying to hit me with that bullshit. Or, you know what I mean? Anything. But all the times, yeah, I'm going to take you out and, da-da-da. Valentine's this and, I'm spending money this way. Now, all of a sudden, but I already told you. No. You told me, but you was over here manipulating to get what you can get. Just be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Just be straight up. You was just manipulating to get what you can get because you had no interest and you knew that we like you. You know what I'm saying? So I had to come up with ways to figure out I'm in the friend zone. Here's some good ways for 2020. I'm gonna give you these tips. This will guarantee you'll find out if you're in the friend zone or not. Promise you. First way, send a meme that's flirtatious. All right, so you talking to a chick, you don't really know what's going on. The signals are weird. Send a meme about, I don't know, you like to see your girl bent over in the kitchen, or you always gonna smack her ass, or something like that. Send some kind of meme that has like sexual undertones with it, but then add like a witty comment to it, like, yeah, I would do you like this if you was in my kitchen or something like that, right? See what their response is. You know what I'm saying? Because if they hit you with the, ill, I don't never see you like that, or ill, you better not, because we not like that or something. Then you know where you're at. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wait. I mean, bro, when I figured that part out, oh my gosh. And I got other statements too that, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, maybe I'll put that in a separate video on like some actual messages that I use to determine that. But that's one, like, and especially like some go-to memes that you can use. You know what I'm saying? And for any women watching, I mean, y'all can pay attention too, because that's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know when you're being tested, because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? I test women all the time now. I'm testing all the time. Because testing saves time. You know what I'm saying? Don't think of a test as a bad thing. Testing saves everybody time. You know what I'm saying? And we in that type of society where we don't have time. Time is not necessarily a luxury, especially if you about your purpose and about what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to be waiting around wondering if you fuck with me or not. Like, I don't have that time. You know what I'm saying? I can't just ask you. We can't ask each other in society, do you like me? Because if I were to ask somebody, do they like me? Now I've demonstrated a lower value. You know what I'm saying? So now you really don't like me, and you probably looking at me like I'm some type of simp. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? We can't communicate in this society as people should be able to. Like, I should be able to just say, yo, do you like me? Like, if you don't like me, cool. Just say so I can move on. But they don't do that all the time. They don't do that. They'll say, well, I mean, you never know what could happen down the road. I'm telling you, ambiguous, which is bullshit, okay? Real talk. It's bullshit. That's somebody who's going to manipulate you down the road. And I know all this. And women, y'all can't lie and say that y'all don't do this shit. Because y'all do this shit. It's terrible, man. You know what I mean? And we get stuck with the bill. You know what I'm saying? Because now you've become a bill. When you're in the friend zone, now the person's your bill now. Whether you paying an emotional debt or financial debt, this person is now a bill to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. We don't want that. So please send the flirtatious meme. Send it. Just send it off. Send the flirtatious meme. Yo, send it. I promise you, it's gonna work out. If you're not in the meme game, way number two. Way number two on how to know if you're in the friend zone. Send them a text. Call them babe. Call them love. Or, some type of like flirtatious name or, term of endearment. Baby girl, love, something like that. Don't say beautiful. Please don't. You can use beautiful only if you got rapport with the person and y'all already cool. You know what I'm saying? You can use beautiful in that sense, but not for somebody you're trying to figure out if they like you or not. Don't call them beautiful. Because you know what calling them beautiful is going to do? Put you right in the simp friend zone. Don't call them beautiful. So don't ask if you like them. Don't call them beautiful. Never do that. Do this. Send a flirtatious meme, number one. Number two, send a text calling them babe, baby girls, love, something like that, so you know where you're at. I promise you it's going to be worth it in the end because depending on how they respond, because you need to gauge their responses, how they respond, it will tell you everything you need to know. Because you got to figure out how to get these answers without asking the questions. You got to figure it out. It's all part of the game. You got to figure out how to get the information you need in an indirect fashion. Because the direct approach ain't going to work for you. It's like war. You can't go in here and storm this building. All the troops are right there. You got to go around to the side, sneak underground through some underground passage. It could be like a video game or something. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go this route. You need to sneak through. You need to press L2 to slide through the back end. Because it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you if you don't know. You got to study your enemy's moves. A person that doesn't study the enemy and the weapons they use will always lose the war. You can't fight that kind of enemy. You don't know nothing about them. So you gotta be smart. And I know women, I don't know if women get tested a lot by men all the time, but I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I figured this shit out and I ain't got time to waste. So if you didn't know before that some men will test you, now you do. Now I don't know how many do it, but I definitely do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got time to be fucking around trying to figure out what your real feelings are, etc., etc. So I'm going to test you. So let me move on to way number 3. Number 3 way to figure out that you're in the friend zone. Tell them that you're going to pull their hair. Or make some type of sexual innuendo about pulling hair. Because one, it's not that vulgar to where it'll turn them off. But you can kind of make it playful. Like, you can either actually, if you with them, tug their hair a little bit, depending on your level of comfort and your rapport. Because if you don't have good rapport, you definitely shouldn't do that shit. Hands down, don't touch their hair unless you have the rapport. You know what I mean? Like if you just meet them and you pull on their hair, she probably gonna slap the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Don't do that. But talk about it though. Paint the picture like let's say I don't know, you're at casino and you try to pull the arm on a machine. You be like, man, I can love to pull your hair like this. Or you know what I'm saying? Or say something where it's like low key, like it has a sexual undertone. But it can't be overt sex, you know what I'm saying? But make it have like a sexual undertone. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's the first date. Because most women don't want to talk about sex on their first date. You know what I'm saying? First, second date, most women don't want to talk about sex. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool too, because I mean, what's your goal here? You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. What's your goal? Are you trying to talk to this person because just they're hot and you want to have sex with them? Or are you really interested? You know what I'm saying? Because here's the whole other side, so just to summarize before I move on. The three ways to verify if you're in the friend zone. Number 1, send a meme that's flirtatious. Number 2, send a text calling them some kind of pet name like babe, baby girl, love, etc. Number 3, tell them you're going to pull their hair or, spank them, whatever the case may be. Just throw some kind of quick, easy, non-abusive, unintrusive statement about something sexual towards them and see what their response. All these things are to see what their response is going to be. But now, here's the other caveat I was getting to. Why do you like this person? Do you just like them because you want to sleep with them? I mean, when you're out simping or getting used, are you really just thinking about their body the whole time? Have you taken time to even really understand this person? Or are you just so attracted to them that it's like, I got to have them, because here's the thing, like now you've set yourself up because you're in a position to where you don't even know why you like this person. And sometimes when you really sit down and analyze it, you might not even really like them. You know what I'm saying? You might just be like really sexually attracted to them, but you really may not even like them for real. And I've been there too. And then now I'm looking back like, you know what? Like your personality is terrible. Like, you know what I mean? Once you start thinking about it. Like, and I really be thinking about that shit too. Especially more lately. Like you really got to understand, like, damn, because a lot of times, like, the women, like, when I look back at, like, I've been in the friend zone and stuff like that, like, they was kind of boring, you know what I'm saying? Some of them, not all of them, some of them was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm out here faking the funk, you know what I mean? Act like I'm really interested in what they got going on, but the whole time I'm just trying to smash or just trying to do what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? Get with them or, you know what I'm saying? Trying to build some relationship, and I'm not even trying to build a relationship. I'm just out here simping for nothing just because they look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have like any reason to like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the crazy part. I mean, we've all had to been there at some point. You really got to start really assessing yourself in these situations. Because a lot of times we put ourselves through this stuff. I didn't need to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I even like hanging with you? Am I fake laughing at your jokes? You know what I'm saying? Why am I interested in you? Because now you're actually being a manipulator. Because you out here trying to buy off their attention, buy off their affection. but you're trying to disguise it as something now. You know what I mean? So just because you're in the friend zone, that's why I say the friend zone conspiracy, because now you're in the friend zone, in this zone that you've created, you refuse to get out of, and you don't even have valid reasons for being in there. You don't necessarily like her. You're spending the wrong time trying to figure out what you can do to get with somebody, and you're not even really assessing them. And I know because I've been there, you know what I'm saying? And I know that I've been like fake laughing at jokes and stuff like that just to get with somebody. And it's like, yo, it's not even that's how I wasted my time. Not being honest with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just laugh because you probably gonna like that, and then, I'm gonna get with you. I keep laughing hard enough at your jokes, I'm gonna end up getting with you. And this is stuff I really used to think. And that was me being trying to be manipulative or manipulative. That was me. That was me doing that. I did that to myself. And a lot of you are doing it to yourself. And this is why you need to take time, especially men. You need to take time to have a decision on whether you want them or not. Are they doing what you need them to do? Are they the type of female that you want for yourself and for your values? Because you can tell yourself whatever you want to, you know what I'm saying? But you need to have this. I'm always thinking about that kind of thing. Is this the type of person I want around? Do I want to kick it with them? Like, I got all these kind of like checklists in my head, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, real talk, man, like, if they out here, let's say they worship Satan. But I don't worship Satan, right? But let's say they worship Satan. You do what you want to do. But let's say I don't want that. And our views are going to be so conflicting that's not going to work. Why here am I then still trying to pursue this person, trying to buy their attention just to try to sleep with them? You know what I'm saying? That's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? And this is how people can get caught up easy in the friend zone. So it's really a conspiracy because do you even know why you're there? Now, if you have genuine reason and genuine feelings and, you know what I'm saying, it's deeper than that why you're there, then that's something different. That's when you go to the ways I just described on how to tell if you're in the friend zone. But if you out here just trying to smash or whatever and you end up in the friend zone and you know what I mean? Like, no. Because when you're in the friend zone, you can't be friends and be in the friend zone. You can't be friends and then be in the friend zone because you're not real friends. If you friends with a chick, and I'm speaking for guys, if you friends with a chick, you ain't trying to do nothing with them. You just friends. Y'all cool. Y'all chilling. Blah, blah. I personally do think that men and women can just be friends. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to have any type of. Now, is there still possibly could be an attraction? I mean, it could be somewhat of attraction because, I mean, if you're attracted to somebody, you're attracted to them. But, I mean, you might not even really be wanting to look at them in that way. And once that's turned off, you're not, like, things they do are not, like, sexy to you. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't get a sexual vibe. You might be like, oh, damn, they look good, but not in a like a predatory way. You know what I mean? So, men and women can be friends. But you can't be friends and then be also in the friend zone. It just don't work that way. And I work that way. So, it don't work that way. It don't work that way at all. And that's why, like I said, the friend zone is a conspiracy, man. And now, because there's all kinds of funny memes. I post a lot, too, about being in the friend zone. A moment of silence for all my buddies in the friend zone. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, here's another one. social media will have you thinking shorty out your league whole time she homeless. And you know what? And when you really think about what that means, that's what I'm saying. You gotta break some of these meanings. You can break down to the underneath meaning. Like, yo, the social media construct is so elaborate that people can sell any kind of dream they want. She might not even have a place to live. You know what I mean? But she got millions of followers. You know what I'm saying? Just because she's hot. You know what I'm saying? So like, and the thing is, like, is that the person that would qualify to be your mate or partner? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But now because now you're intimidated, you're trying to validate yourself to them when if if you're dating, you need to have that person qualify themselves for you. You know what I'm saying? So it should be two people in dating that's both running checks on the other person to try to see if they're a good fit. You know what I'm saying? Because I have friends all the time who will say, this guy, I keep doing everything for this guy, and he's always treating me like trash, and I don't deserve this. And it's like, I mean, well, now you do deserve it because you're not taking time to evaluate for yourself. Hey, is this the type of person that I want? You know, what kind of person is this? Is this person caring about my needs? Are they on my level? Or am I just accepting them because I'm being nice? You got to start qualifying people for you. You got to start qualifying people for you. Make sure that they fit what you want. You got to know that you are important. They have to value you, not just one way. They have to show you support. And a lot of times, we don't look for that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you in like just a regular mindset. You don't have any awareness. You need to understand. And especially, I still go back to you loving yourself. You got to love yourself in order for it to even work. You know what I'm saying? Because if you love yourself, you're going to be thinking, all right, is this person even good enough for me? Like, they ain't got no car. They ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? They just laying around trying to, is this somebody who I want to build with? Can I build with this person? Are we at least, close to being equally yoked? If the answer is no, then move on. Don't waste your time just trying to sleep with them or, seeing what could happen because you already know what's going to happen. But no, you want to give them a pass because they got a fat ass. Or, you know what I'm saying? You want to give them a pass because they got muscles or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I don't know what women like. Whatever. Dad bods are in, so I'm in there. But, so I'm really trying to break it down, like, just from a philosophical perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to think about this shit. They need to determine you need to determine whether they're good for you or not. And both people need to be doing that. And it's okay to let people go. Like, if if it's not working out or your attraction or, you know what I'm saying, just because they think or whatever, you might be physically attracted to them. If you already know that it's not going to work, stop trying to force it. Lord, stop trying to force it. Stop trying to force shit. That's the problem. When you force it, it don't work right. And people stay doing that. They stay doing that. Like, it's crazy. They stay doing that. They stay trying to force some shit. I'm telling you, man, like, once you really look into it, like, it's crazy. People stay trying to force the issue. You already know it's not going to work. Stop trying to force it. Plus, somebody who's going to manipulate you or just use you for what they can get from you, that's not somebody who has qualities that you should want to lock down. If they treat you like that, how many other people have they treated this way? How do they treat others? Like trash. And it's crazy because I just was made a post yesterday. Like, I'd have met a lot of trash lately. Just trash, just trash women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll try to like sell you a dream. But here's where the point comes in, because it all depends on the mood that day. It all depends on the mood that day. So where you're at, it all depends on the mood. They might be, in a good mood. The what is it? The sun shining. Not a cloud in the sky. The dopamine's firing in their brain. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like you, and or they might not even say I like you, but they'll be like, yeah, let's link up and do this. It all depends on their mood that day. You might get all the attention in the world. They might be hitting you up, messaging you, you know what I'm saying? But let's say the next day, when somebody pissed them off at work and then stepped in a puddle, or the socks are sliding down in their shoe, and you trying to talk to them, they hitting you with the one word responses. It's bullshit, and all because of the emotion that day. It has nothing to do with you. It all has to do with how their day is. So you can't even trust that shit. You can't trust none of it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go off of how somebody's emotions going that day, because it's all fake. Women lead with their emotion, not through the logic. So however they feel that day, that's what they're going to go with. That's why they make plans, and then the day of they flake, because that day, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. Then the day of, they're like, shit, I don't even really like this motherfucker. Like it's cold out, or it's too hot outside. Whatever the case may be, I'm trying to wear a windbreaker in the winter. Like I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like they not doing it. So you gotta understand what's happening. You got to understand the game that's being played. You got to understand. You got to understand the game that's being played. And that's why this is part one, because next week I'm going to have a guest on. I'm going to have my girl D on next week, and we're going to chop it up about this same subject. And I'm going to get a female's point of view so she can discuss what it's like for her. You know what I mean? Because she curved dudes a lot. You know what I'm saying? So she can tell you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep trying to have the guests on just to, because the friend zone's so big, because it's more than just that topic. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a conspiracy. It's more than just you getting used and getting played. Now you also got to look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's bigger than that, but there's so much that you can learn by experiencing this. And I've learned a ton. But it kind of helps snaps you out of the old, chivalry means that you're going to get the woman thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us have been conditioned that way. Chivalry is going to get you the woman. Doing what you're supposed to do and being sweet and romantic, that's going to get you the woman. Look, and this ain't the 90s. This ain't the 90s. In the 90s, you could say your best smooth shit. Use lines and all that. I used to use lines all the time, you know what I'm saying? And that, it was cool then. It was real cool, you know what I'm saying? Real cool. But things have adapted. And so now we have to adapt. The whole game has changed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with me. Like, I was with somebody, when I broke up, the whole game had changed. You know what I'm saying? And now we got so much access to each other, where so many options. You don't have time to, you know what I mean? Now you got to decipher, well, damn, I got 12 options. How am I going to pick the right one? Me, I still usually end up picking the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even in my days, these days, like, it's still hard to know and then say, well, this person's still not the best for me as say this person, but it's only slightly off. So I'm gonna still try this person, knowing damn well it's probably not gonna work out or whatever. But you know what I mean? I still be making the wrong choices sometimes, or it's just what it is. And we all not gonna make the right choices, but at least that I know, like, when I'm making the wrong choices, I'm not getting treated like a simp. Or if I see where that's gonna happen, I cuts it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather just deal with nothing than get treated like a simp. I'd rather deal with nothing than get treated like a simp. So the show's winding down. So I told you, right? Stick with me. I'm going to give you the one surefire way to stay out the friend zone. The one surefire way to stay out the friend zone. And let me tell you. Let me tell you what that is. And you ain't going to hear this nowhere else. The key and how you get out the friend zone is to work on yourself. Let me say that again. The key to getting out the friend zone is to work on yourself. But not only working on yourself, but working on yourself is a huge part of it. Once you work on yourself, literally pay that person no attention. Strictly focus on you and your purpose. Also, you've got to date somebody else comparable or better than that person. As far as physical, they might be more trash, but you gotta at least have the visual of you with somebody that's better than, that they can feel is better than them. What I like to call the jealousy maneuver or the triangle move, whatever you want to call it. Because the third person now is on the outside looking in. They're looking jealous. They're like, oh man, like, so they didn't, why are they with this person? Oh shit, that person liked them? Oh man, I might have messed up. And then, then they start coming back around trying to grasp for your attention. Now, here's the thing about doing that maneuver, because this is guaranteed to get you out the friend zone. If you even want out. Now, 9 times out of 10, you might not even want that person once you can get out the friend zone. And sometimes you can never get out. You know what I'm saying? That's true. But if you can get out, this is the only way to get out. You got to work on yourself, ignore them, and definitely have somebody in the triangle offense to throw them off for the jealousy move. The jealousy move is a tried and true move that works on anyone, male, female. The jealousy move is a tried and true go-to move of mine. When you make the other person jealous, you win. You win. You win. When you make the other person jealous, you've won. Because now they're trying to validate themselves to you, hoping that you'll pick them over the other person who they think is better than them. You won. But you gotta, and it's a hard game, but you gotta, it's a long game. Or, short version, if you can date up immediately after this person, the quicker you can date up to somebody who they feel is better than them, and if you still want this person, they'll see it. They'll know, and they'll be like, shit. And then you might be able to get back in at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because now they've seen your value. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? For men, we got to show, let our status speak. You know what I'm saying? Because now there's so many men out here, so many options. even though it's the same options before, but now we have access. We got dating apps, we got social media. Now you can get to people way quicker than you would just in the street. I'm going to the club and I'm trying to, I see like, 3, 4 women I might want to talk to, get their number. Now I got a whole thousands of people, what I'm saying, millions of people out here through internet connection that I can connect with. So there's all these choices, and women getting spammed every day. Hey cutie, hey beautiful. There's tons of men hollering at them every day. So they got a boom. They blocking it all, but they need a way to. Now they need their system on how to choose. I got the system on how to find out if you're in the friend zone. They got a system on how they choose dudes. You know what I'm saying? So what are they going for now? Your value. You know what I'm saying? Your value, and especially what you feel your value is, that's going to speak volumes for you. So, like I said, the jealousy game and self-improving, working on you, completely ignoring them. Don't talk to them. Don't nothing. Got to cut them completely off. Just work on you. Don't give them convo. Don't buy them lunch. Be short if they hit you. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't text them a lot. Cut back. You know what I mean? When I say act like you don't care, act like you don't care. But then what normally happens is you will end up actually not caring, and then when you can get out the friend zone, you either moved on to something that now you know is better, and you don't want them anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the whole part of the game. Like, yo, I don't even want you no more. Like, I know I can do better than you. Like, who are you? And then as soon as you got that mindset, boom, that's where their attraction builds in. Like, because now you're hard to get. Now they want to know why you don't want them. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a dirty game. It's only part one. You know what I mean? I done talked to y'all for a minute. Definitely glad to be back after the 2-week hiatus. It's late though because of the verses, so I definitely appreciate the DMX and Snoop shit for real. Like that, it was fire. I definitely was in here grooving a little bit. X looked winded. He looked a little winded, but he was winded. All right, but he's not. I mean, his bark wasn't even the same. But he still was killing it. You know what I'm saying? I love X. You know what I mean? Snoop just got a bigger catalog. So definitely, email me, follow me on any of my social platforms, Made Different Podcasts. If you want to be a guest, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm all set now to where, the guests will be coming. It's all set and done. So we good. We out there. Definitely don't forget to share. I appreciate all the support. So we'll tune in next week for part 2 of the Friendzone Conspiracy. I am your host, MD, and I'm gone.